Okay, Hare Krishna. We'll continue our discussion on Gajendra Moksha Stotram or Gajendra Stuti from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 3. Yesterday we started discussing shloka number 1, in which Śukadeva Gosvāmī started describing how Gajendra fixed his mind on Bhagavan and started offering prayers. So, what are some of the points that we discussed yesterday? Does anyone remember?
Yes, Guruji. You asked us one question in the end.
Yeah, we'll come to that question. But before that, what are the things that we discussed?
So he tried that he can get himself out, and then he thought others will help, but nothing happened, and then he realized that only Bhagavan can help. And remembered the stuti.
And remember the stuti from his past life.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. What else?
Even though small bhakti will start in the earlier, that will continue in the next life also. Like
Yes.
From there it will continue.
Yeah. So we discussed that shloka from second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, where Kṛṣṇa says, even little advancement on this bhakti yoga is not lost. So if somebody does 10% progress in this life, that will be carried forward to the next life, and the person will continue from 11%. So, and that's what exactly happened in case of Gajendra. So when I was giving this class in Bellevue, Bhagavad Gita class, 2.39 and 2.40, Neha Vikramanashosti Pratyavayo na Vidyate. So I asked in the class, after discussing that shloka, I asked in the class, is there any proof for this shloka? Kṛṣṇa is giving assurance here that if we practice bhakti in this lifetime and we don't achieve 100% perfection, it is not lost. So it will be carried to the next life. So spiritual progress is eternal. So is there any proof for that? So when I asked that in the class, Chandrakala answered very nicely, and she said Gajendra. And that time we have not even started this class, Gajendra Stuti class. And coincidentally, the very next day, we started Gajendra Stuti. So many times this happens. Whatever we discuss here in this call, something connected to this, we'll discuss this in either Bothel or Bellevue Bhagavad Gita class, or whatever I discuss there, something connected to that we'll discuss here in this call. So very nice. Yeah, that's beautiful point. What else?
Smarana is very important. So when we do that one at the end of the time, when we are leaving the body, we can focus on Smarana God, so that we can reach God.
Yes. And we discussed 7 benefits of Smarana, right? 7 benefits of remembering the Lord. What are those 7 benefits?
Auspiciousness. Get rid of bad things, and then auspiciousness, good things.
Yeah. So all inauspiciousness will be destroyed, and auspiciousness will increase. Kshinoti abhadrani sham tanoti. Kshinoti abhadrani. Abhadrani is inauspiciousness. Kshinoti abhadrani, inauspiciousness will be destroyed, and sham tanoti. Sham means fortune, good fortune. Tanoti, expanding, increasing. Sham tanoti, good fortune will increase. And sattvasya shuddhim, Sattva is the heart or consciousness. Sattvasya shuddhim, consciousness will be purified, or our heart and mind will be purified. Paramatma bhaktim, simply by remembering the Lord, we will develop bhakti for Bhagavan or Paramatma. Jnanam, vijnanam, vairagyam. Knowledge, wisdom, and renunciation. So 7 benefits. Okay. Now can somebody summarize the 7 benefits?
I don't know whether I got everything, but I'll try, Prabhuji. Inauspiciousness will go. Auspiciousness will be coming. Our chitta suddhi will happen. Knowledge. And I forgot, Prabhuji. Only 4 I could recall.
Announcement.
Wisdom and
Yeah,
renunciation.
renouncement. Yeah,
Wisdom
knowledge,
and renunciation.
wisdom and renunciation.
So you missed one more.
Wealth.
Huh?
Wealth.
No, there's no wealth.
Purify.
Increase devotion for Bhagavan.
Devotion. Paramatma bhaktim.
Devotion. Okay.
Paramatma bhaktim. Yeah. Kshinoti abhadrani shamtanoti sattvasya shuddhim paramatma bhaktim jnanam vairagyam cha viraga yuktam. Okay. Yeah. So.
And also yesterday you were asking why we are afraid of death.
We discussed
And
that also. Why we are afraid of
difference
death.
between devotees and non-devotees.
We also discussed about Guruvayur temple.
Yeah, we discussed about that. Keshavan, the devotee Keshavan. Yeah. Okay. 1 second. I have to quickly take this call. Kavi. Okay. So, yes, and we stopped yesterday. I left everybody on a cliffhanger asking that question, right? So what was the question?
Why Bhagavan came when Gajendra called?
No.
No.
Can you all hear me?
Gajendra, why God gave mercy only? Then he came. He gave remembrance
hear
to.
me?
Remember.
Yes, Prabhuji, we can.
Okay, Hare Krishna, can you hear me?
Yes, Guruji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Guruji.
Okay, yeah. So the question was, why did Bhagavan give the remembrance to Gajendra? Krishna himself said, you will be able to remember me only by my mercy. To remember or forget Krishna, we need his mercy. Sarvasya chaham hṛdi sannivishto matta smritir jnanam apohanam cha. Krishna tells in 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, from me comes knowledge, intelligence, forgetfulness, and remembrance. So, now why did Bhagavan show mercy to Gajendra? So that he was able to remember things of his past life, especially the stuti. He was able to remember the stuti that he memorized in the past life and he recited it now. So, did anyone think about it? You don't have to get a correct answer, but at least an attempt to think about it, at least an attempt to think about Gajendra and Bhagavan, that itself is enough. Did anyone attempt?
Yeah. Yeah, Guruji.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Maybe that time Gajendra realized the mistake he did in the previous Janma and he became humble. That's why.
No, the mistake that Indradyumna Maharaj did was not very significant mistake. Yeah. When Durvasa Muni came there, no, Agastya Muni came there, Indradyumna Maharaj, he was meditating, he was worshipping the Lord. So just because he did not pay attention to Agastya Muni cursed him to become an elephant. So he did not do anything wrong.
Okay.
So yeah, it was not a, like a Vaishnava aparad, it was not a great offense. So, but we see all the time, all the munis, they go and do these things and they curse devotees. And then there are many stories like this. So the reason why Gajendra was able to remember, or the reason why Bhagavan showed mercy on Gajendra, so that he could remember his bhakti from past life, and he was able to recite those shlokas. The reason is Gajendra, he did not blame anyone. He did not blame the crocodile. He did not blame his family members. He did not blame Bhagavan. He did not blame anyone. He blamed himself. He realized that it is due to his own mistake that he landed in this situation. Anything that happens in our life, it is either because of our karma or because of the time factor, the forcible impact of the time factor, or it is Krishna's will. God has a plan, that's why certain things will happen in our life. Whether good or bad for us, in the purview of God, everything is good, but only we make a difference between good and bad. But in the purview of God, there is no good and bad. Everything is good only. Because God is perfect. He is Purnam. Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. He is complete and perfect. Purnam means complete. Like a whole, complete. So whatever he does is perfect. So there cannot be any fault in the plan of God. So Gajendra, he did not blame on anyone. He realized that it is only because of his mistake he landed in this situation. It is only his karma. So what was the mistake that he has done? The mistake that he has done is leaving a comfortable place, which is the land, and coming to water. So here there is a philosophical point here. We will come to that, but before that, so generally when things happen in our life, right, especially when bad things happen in our life, when there are problems, difficulties, we blame others, or we blame God. Oh, why bad things happen to good people? I haven't done anything bad. I have been good to everyone. I haven't committed any mistakes. I haven't harmed anyone. I haven't hurted anyone. But why bad things happen to me? So that means God is cruel. So either that, or when there is an incident that is causing us trouble, and a particular person is involved in that incident, we blame that person. So even though that person is the immediate cause for the problem to happen, but we have to understand that he is just an instrument. The remote cause is our own karma. The remote cause is our own karma, either in this life or in the past life. So this person, whoever is creating problem to us, he is just an instrument. He is just a messenger of our own karma. When a mailman delivers a bad news to us, do we blame the mailman? No, there's no fault of the mailman to deliver bad news to us. The mailman is simply doing his duty. He is just an instrument appointed by the post office. Similarly, any person who is the immediate cause of a problem in our life, he is just a messenger or instrument appointed by God. Our own karma from past life or this life is manifesting in the form of this person. So we have to understand this. So then God will help us. But on the other side, if we criticize that person, if we blame that person, if we retaliate, if we show anger, then it's going to cause more damage to us. It will cause damage to that person. It will cause more damage to us. Already some damage happened, but if we get angry on that person and if we retaliate, if we keep a grudge on that person, then we are the loser. We are the loser. And God will not help in that situation. Because we are resisting or we are rebelling against God's plan. So God will not help. So we have to tolerate that situation. We discussed this topic of tolerance during second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the art of tolerance. We discussed in 4 classes. So we discussed several techniques, how to tolerate people, how to tolerate dualities, how to tolerate the urges of senses, how to tolerate so many different things, right? So in that, one important thing is how to tolerate people. How to tolerate people. When people cause problems in our life, we must learn to tolerate. If the situation is in our control, if we can change it, if we can improvise it, then we can act on it. But if the situation is not in our control, we simply have to understand that it is my own karma manifesting through this person. Now, whenever a person creates a problem to us, we have to first validate whether should I act on it or not. And we should act on only those things that are in our control. If things are not in our control, that means if we cannot change that situation, then we cannot act. We should not act. Somebody was saying something?
Audio is breaking, Prabhuji.
My audio is breaking? Is it okay now?
Yes, Prabhuji. Audio and video is also paused.
I'm able to hear you, Prabhuji.
Okay. Now, Shamala, you are frozen.
Yeah, I'm also able to hear you.
Yeah. Yeah, I see, Shamala, your video is
Maybe mine is problem, Prabhuji. I'll just leave and join.
yeah, you can drop off. Yeah, now I
Yeah,
can.
I will rejoin again, Prabhuji.
I think now I can see you now. Your video is better now.
Yeah. Now, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, but how do we differentiate between the things that we can change and the things that we cannot change? How do we know which are the things that are in our control and which are the things that are not in our control? How do we know this?
Surrendering to Krishna for everything.
Surrendering Kṛṣṇa, okay? But when a situation happens in our life, we may not be, if our consciousness is not pure, if we are not trained, then we may not be able to surrender to Krishna.
We have to get guidance from the scriptures
Take
and other,
guidance from scriptures, okay?
and other devotees, senior devotees, association, gurus.
We should know about that situation clearly. Then we can act.
Okay. Know about the situation means you already know about it. The situation happened to you only. You know about the person, you know what happened to you. So, but how do you decide that this thing is in my control or not? How do you decide if I can change this situation or not? So there is a famous famous statement that is very popular in Christian missionaries. It is like one of the 10 commandments. So it is one of their prayers actually. Okay. So the prayer, it says like this: "Oh God, please give me the ability to tolerate things. Oh God, please give me the wisdom, please give me the intelligence to differentiate between the things that I can control and things that I cannot control." And the second part of the prayer is, "Oh God, please give me the ability to tolerate the things that I cannot control and give me the intelligence or strength to change the things that are in my control." Did everyone understand this? So the first part is the devotee is praying to the Lord to give the intelligence to differentiate between the things that he can change and the things that he cannot change. So only through prayer, and only when God gives us the intelligence, we will be able to differentiate between things that we can change and things that we cannot change. Okay? Okay, Neela, she sent a message here. I think that's the full prayer here.
It's called the serenity prayer.
Serenity prayer. Okay, Lord, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, is the beginning of serenity prayer, which continues with the courage to change the things and the wisdom to know the difference. Yeah. So first of all, we need to have that intelligence to differentiate between the things that we can change and things that we cannot change. Once we have identified that, we need to tolerate the things that we cannot change. And we need ability or strength from God to change the things that we can change. So if you look at Gajendra's situation, right? Gajendra tried for 1,000 years. The fight went on for 1,000 years. All the devatas were watching. They have never seen something like this before. Two animals fighting with each other, that too for 1,000 years, for such a long time. Never happened before in the heavenly planet, in Svargaloka. And all the devatas, they were just watching. None of them came to the rescue. This happens in today's society also, right? When there is a danger, when there is an accident or some unfortunate thing happening, let's say on the roadside, then people go and take pictures, but they don't help. So this was happening in heavenly planets. Even in Satyuga, it was happening like this. So Gajendra first tried by himself. That is, without having proper intelligence, he just tried by himself. He wanted to use his Shakti. He wanted to utilize his Shakti. He was so confident in his Shakti, strength. But later he realized his Shakti was nothing. First he was in the mood of enjoying material things, bhukti. This is called bhukti. And later he was testing his Shakti to come out of the clutches of crocodile. And third thing is he wanted mukti. He wanted relief from the clutches of crocodile, mukti. But when Bhagavan appeared in front of him, he did not even want mukti, but he only wanted bhakti. So there are four things here in Gajendra's situation. If you look at how things have evolved in Gajendra's case, Gajendra started with bhakti. Then he started applying his Shakti. Then he was looking for mukti. And then finally, he wanted bhakti. So bhukti, Shakti, mukti, bhakti. We can see everything in Gajendra's life. And we can see all these four things in our life. Every day, we are attracted to so many sense objects. Bhukti. We are in the mood of bhukti. Bhogaishwarya prasaktanam tayāpāhrita cetasam vyavasayatmika buddhi samādhau na vidhīyate. This is the shloka from 2nd chapter. Bhogaishwarya prasaktanam tayāpāhrita cetasam. Those who are attracted to Bhoga and Aishwarya. Bhoga is enjoyment. Aishwarya is opulence. Those who are attracted to Bhoga and Aishwarya, for them, the Vyavasayatmika Buddhi does not happen. The determination to fix mind on one thing does not take place. So Gajendra, after trying for so long and finally he did not get help from anybody, then he realized that it is because of my own karma. So when there is a repentance in the heart like this, the Paramatma in our heart, he sees that and then he will help. Thinking that, oh, my child, finally he has realized his mistake. And we have seen this in many cases. For example, Brahma Vimohana Leela, there is a section in Bhagavatam. in Brahma Vimohana Leela also, Brahma commits a mistake of testing the supremacy of Krishna. When Brahma saw Krishna sitting with the Gopa boys and eating with them, he was holding yogurt rice and pickle in one hand, and then he was putting a morsel of yogurt rice in one of his friend's mouth and taking a small bite from that person and then putting in his mouth, just like how children do. They eat from each other's plate. They feed each other directly putting the hand in their mouth. Looking at all this, Brahma was bewildered. He was thinking, is this Bhagavan? No, this cannot be Bhagavan. Bhagavan cannot act like this. This person is not following any etiquette. So this cannot be Bhagavan at all. So then Brahma stole all the Gopa boys, the cowherd, the cows, calves, cowherd boys, everything he stole. And then he kept them in hiding for 1 year. And then on the very first day, when Brahma has stolen all these cows, calves, and Gopa boys, now at the end of the day, all the mothers in the homes, they expect their sons to return from the field, from the grazing area. They expect their sons, the cows, calves, everybody to return home. Now Krishna has to protect all these Gopa boys, and then Krishna has to protect the mothers, right? So Krishna expanded himself into all these Gopa boys, the cows and calves. And at the end of the day, Krishna, in the form of those Gopa boys, the sons of those mothers, entered into each one of their homes. Now looking at this, Brahma was bewildered. And his illusion was gone. His illusion that this person is not Bhagavan. This person who was eating with his friends, he is not Bhagavan. That was illusion. So that illusion was gone. After he saw that, because he knows that he has all the cows, calves and Gopa boys in his hiding place. But now, when he sees that all the Gopa boys, cows, everybody going to their own home at the end of the day, then he understood what Krishna has done, what magic Krishna has done. Then he asked for forgiveness from Krishna, and then he recites a shloka saying that Tattenu kampam susamikṣamano bunjhana eva kritam vipakam. Kritam vipakam means, oh Bhagavan, it is my own fault. Please forgive me. It is my own fault that I have not recognized your leelas. Please forgive me. But Krishna was little serious that time, even though Brahma asked for forgiveness, but Krishna was little serious. And then Krishna made Brahma to take birth on the earthly planet. Brahma lives in the topmost loka, Satya Loka. Not Satya Yuga, but Satya Loka. There is Bhuloka, Swarga Loka, and then topmost Loka is Satya Loka. That is where Brahma lives. But because of this mistake, Krishna made Brahma to take birth on the Bhuloka. So like this, when a devotee realizes that whatever problem that is happening in their life, it is due to their own karma. Then God will start helping them. So this is the reason why Bhagavan showed mercy to Gajendra, and he gave the remembrance. Kṛṣṇa gave him the remembrance. So he remembered that he was a devotee in the past life, and he remembered all the shlokas that he learnt in the past life. So, okay. Okay, so that is the answer to, that's a long elaborative answer to the question that I asked yesterday. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Guruji, clear.
See, I don't see any videos, so I don't know whether you are sleeping or... Okay.
Actually, audio and video is so much breaking for me, Prabhuji. I don't know. Maybe it's my problem.
Hmm.
So a couple of times I just left and I rejoined again, but still, till now it was going like that only.
Okay, yeah, now we can hear you properly. We can see your video also properly.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Hmm. Okay, so now,
Guruji, having said that, God helps those who help themselves is also a saying that we have heard many times.
Mhm.
So, which means that we should try, but we should try without expectations. In the sense, we should try to change it, but if it is not changing,
yeah,
then accept it.
yeah. So now, Gajendra, he fought for 1,000 years. If he if he had the proper intelligence in the beginning, in the early stage itself, he wouldn't have to fight for 1,000 years. So that's another thing, right? Now, when there is a problem in our life, we fight against it, and then after a few days, the same problem occurs again, or another problem occurs in our life. Like that, one after the other, every problem keeps happening in our life. We keep retaliating, we keep fighting against. We spend all our time and energy in fighting against these problems. But a first class intelligent person, by reading Shastras, by looking at these beautiful examples from Bhagavatam, should know that if we pray sincerely to the Lord will give the intelligence if we can change the situation or not. So without that intelligence, if we blindly try to fight against every problem that comes in our life, then that is when God does not help. So what you said is correct, Neela. God helps those who help themselves, right? So how can we help ourselves? By reading scriptures, by doing our own sadhana sincerely, by chanting, by offering prayers, vandanam. We are all trapped in the material bandhanam. Bandhanam means the engagement, right? Like a imprisonment.
Bondage.
We are all engaged in this bandhanam. The only way out is vandanam. The only way out is vandanam. We are in bandhanam. The only way out is vandanam. Vandanam means prayers. That's why we are spending significant amount of time reading, understanding all these prayers. Rukmini prayers, Mukundamala Stotra, Gajendra Stuti. And then after that we will recite probably Kunti prayers, Prahlada prayers. So many things we'll learn. So Now there is another thing from Gajendra's situation. So Gajendra's mistake is leaving his comfortable position on the land and entering into an unfavorable place, that is water. Elephant is strong on the land, but elephant is powerless in water. Now what does this tell to us? Gajendra realized that this is the mistake he has done. Avoiding his comfortable place, the land where he is very powerful. He was able to defeat lion also on the land. But here a simple crocodile he was not able to defeat because he is powerless in water. Now what does this tell to us? What is the lesson for us?
There is a saying in Telugu, Prabhuji.
Mm-hmm.
Anugani chota adikula manaradu.
Anugani chota?
Adikula manaradu.
Adikula manaradu. Ah, very good. Very good. Beautiful. Well said. Well said. Yeah. If a place is not favorable to us, if it is not anukula, if the sthana is not anukula, not favorable to us, then we cannot say that we are powerful there, we are great, we are famous. So the lesson that we can learn from this with regards to the place is there's place and association, both actually. So if we leave our good association of devotees, if we leave our good association, if we leave a particular place where we are able to practice bhakti nicely and go to a different place for a different reason, for a career or for something else, for a better housing, cheaper housing, or whatever, right? There can be different reasons why people may want to relocate from one place to another place. So this is talking about the sthana, the place or position. And also within the same place, when we leave the association of devotees and go into wrong association, then we will end up in problems like this. So two things, the sthana and sangha. Sthana is the place where we are able to practice bhakti nicely. That place that is favorable to our sadhana. Rupa Goswāmī in Upadeshamrita, Nectar of Instruction, he says, Anukulasya sankalpa pratikulasya varjanam. Accept what is favorable to bhakti and reject what is not favorable to bhakti. So in our day-to-day life, we have to make decision, right? Now all of us who have been living here for many years, at some point we are all thinking that maybe I have to relocate to India to stay with my parents or for whatever reason, right? Or I have to relocate to Dallas where I can get a big house for a cheaper price. So there will be situations like this where we have to make decisions. In those situations, we have to ask ourselves that if I relocate to that place, will I be able to do bhakti the way I am doing it now here? If the answer is no, then you should reconsider your situation, your decision. So sthana and sangha, these two are very important. So Gajendra, leaving his anukula sthana, which is the land, and entering into a pratikula sthana, that is water. That was his mistake. So finally, after 1,000 years, he realized that it is because of his own mistake. Tattenu kampasu samīkshamāno bunjhāna eva kritam vipākam. Kritam means my own mistake, my own karma. Nobody to blame. So that's why God helped him. So we should always try to stay in our comfortable association of devotees where things are favorable to us. Okay, so that was the thing. Now let's go to this shloka and look at a few other points that we did not discuss yesterday. Let me share my screen. So before we go to the next section, any quick points, reflections, questions, comments?
Prabhuji, many people aspire to go to Vrindavan or stay there because that's the best place to practice bhakti, or the most spiritual place.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on that?
So, are you able to, the question is the same thing again, are you able to practice the bhakti at the same level that you are able to practice here? If you think, yes, you can do the same thing there in Vrindavan, or you may be able to do better in Vrindavan, then yes, definitely we should consider moving there. But there are practical challenges, right? Simply going to Vrindavan just because it is a holy place, it's a dham. Not everybody can practice bhakti the way they are doing it now here. Now we have association of devotees. For example, on the Zoom call, we have 20-30 people who are attending regularly. And when you go to temple, you know a lot of devotees here. So you are able to practice bhakti nicely. You are able to do services. You are able to chant. You are able to discuss Bhagavatam. All these things. Definitely, when you go to Vrindavan, it has the potency of dham that will help us. That will help us practice bhakti more nicely. That's for sure. But we have to look at our practical things also. Can we make devotee friends there easily? Can we find a good association of devotees with whom we can live and we can discuss Kṛṣṇa Katha on daily basis? Because what has happened is, in the past few years, 10 to 15 years, so many people have gone to Vrindavan just because others are going. But if you are not doing anything better than what you are already doing in your previous place, then there is no need to go to Vrindavan. So as an experiment, you can try staying there for 6 months or 1 year. Because this varies from person to person, right? Your family situation is totally different from another person's family situation. Your mood of bhakti or your style of practicing bhakti is different from other person. So what works for one person may not work for the other person. So we have to go there, spend 6 months to 1 year, experiment. If it works out better, then yes, we can consider moving there for good. Otherwise, we can create Vrindavan here itself. Kṛṣṇa says, wherever my devotees chant, that's where I reside. Yatra gayanti madbhakta tatra tishtami narada. wherever his glories are sung, wherever Bhagavatam is discussed, wherever his holy names are chanted, that's where Kṛṣṇa resides. And that place becomes a tīrdhasthali. Okay?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Yeah. So this shloka 1, śrī-bādarāyaṇir uvāca, evaṁ vyavasito buddhyā samādhāya mano hṛdi jajāpa paramaṁ jāpyaṁ prāg-janmany anuśikṣitam. So evaṁ vyavasito buddhyā. This we discussed yesterday, right? This is similar to vyavasāyātmika buddhi that Kṛṣṇa described in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2. Vyavasito buddhyā means one-pointed intelligence. He has fixed his intelligence. Gajendra has fixed his intelligence on Bhagavan. Now this is after Bhagavan has given him the mercy to remember his past life and to remember his shlokas. So then, samādhāya mano hṛdi. Samādhāya mano hṛdi. Samadhi means like complete concentration. Highest level of concentration. In Ashtanga Yoga, there are eight stages. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dhyana, Dharana, and Samadhi. So Dhyana, we all know, right? Meditation. One level higher than Dhyana is Dharana. Dharana is concentration. And Samadhi is the highest level of concentration. So that is what Gajendra has done. That means now he has come to this ananya mamata. What is ananya mamata? Ananya mamata is thinking that there is nobody for me other than Kṛṣṇa. I tried getting help from my family members. They did not help. The devatas did not help. Nobody helped. So now there is nobody for me other than God. Samādhāya mano hṛdi. So Kṛṣṇa tells in Bhagavad Gita, Ananyāscintayanto mam ejana paryupāsate tesham nityabhiyuktānam yogakṣemam vahāmyaham. This is the shloka from chapter 9. Also very popularly known and recited in Vishnu Sahasranama. So towards the end, in the Uttarapetika, after Bhishmadev recites all the names of Supreme Lord, in the Uttarapetika, Bhishmadev gives Falashruti, and then different personalities speak. There is Arjuna uvāca, Parvati uvāca, Ishvara uvāca, and then Sri Bhagavan uvāca. So Kṛṣṇa tells two shlokas there, Paritranaya sadhunam and Ananyas Chintayanto mam. Ananyas Chintayanto mam. Chintana means to think about God, to think about Kṛṣṇa. Ananya Chintana. Ananya Chintana means thinking about only God and nothing else. Chintana means thinking about something, but when you are thinking about that thing, you are also thinking about other things. Ananya Chintana means you are only thinking about that one particular thing and nothing else. This is the highest level of concentration. There's nothing else in your mind. So that was Gajendra's state. Mano hṛdi, samādhāya mano hṛdi. Samādhāya mano hṛdi. samadhi. He was in complete samadhi, thinking that I have nobody other than Bhagavan. In Mukundamala Stotra, there is a beautiful shloka where Kulshekar Alvar, he says, Tattvadanyam na jane. Tattvadanyam na jane. I do not know anyone other than you, O Mukunda. Kulshekar Alvar says this. And we discussed this in our class. Not in Mukundamala Stotra, but we discussed. The question is when? When did we discuss that? Whoever tells this, there'll be a nice gift. Otherwise, you have to give me a gift. I think everybody is sleeping already.
No, Prabhuji, thinking. Is it during when we spoke about Ananya Mamata Prema?
No, Ananya Mamata Prema, when did we discuss that?
Yashoda Mataji, like thinking Mailala.
Yeah, when did we discuss that? During Mukundamala Stotra only, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no. We did not during that time.
Rukmini prayers, Prabhuji.
Yes. Correct. Rukmini prayers. I mean,
Yeah.
other than Mukundamala Stotra, we only discuss Rukmini prayers.
Correct, Prabhuji. She finally says that even if I don't have that fortune of getting you,
Yeah.
I will wait for so many janmas. I won't marry anyone else like that.
Anyone else. Yes. So what is that shloka from Rukmini prayers?
2 minutes, Prabhuji will recall. Last one.
Yeah.
Yashnangri Pankajara
Yes,
Hasta.
correct.
Yeah.
Yashnangri Pankajaraja.
Papanam mahanto vanchantyuma patirivatma mahato
Erhambujakshanalabeya bhavat prasadam. Masun vratakrushan setajanma bihishyat.
Shatajanma bisyat. Yeah, that's the key word. Bhavat prasadam and shatajanma bisyat. These are the two key words. So I will wait for hundreds of lifetimes, but I will not settle for anything less other than you. I will not marry anyone. I will not settle for anything less other than you. So during that time, we discussed Mukundamala Stotra, that shloka. Dhara vara karavara sutta te tanujo virinchi stota veda stava suragana bhritya varga prasada muktir maya jagada vikalam tavaki devaki te Mata mitram bhalari pusutas tattvadanyam na jane. So let me open this shloka. This comes somewhere in the middle.
45, Prabhuji.
45, huh? Okay.
Prabhuji, will you give me gift or not, Prabhuji?
Yes.
Thank you.
Which one? So here the numbers are also in
Sanskrit.
Roman numbers, Sanskrit, Roman numbers. This one.
This one, yeah.
Tara vara tara karavara suta te tanujo virinchi stota vedastava suragana bhritya varga prasadha. You all can repeat.
Tara Varasuta Tanu Pirinchi Stota Vedastavasura Bhrityavarga Prasada
Uktirmaya jagadavikalam tavaki devaki te Mata mitram bhalaripusutas tatvadanyam na jane.
Muktirmaya Jagatavikam Tavaki Devaki Te Mata Mitram Balarikusutas Tatvadanyam Jane.
Yeah. So just like how Rukmini was in the initial shlokas, shloka 1, 2, 3, how she was glorifying Krishna's kula, rupa, guna, shila, all these things, and then because of all these reasons, I have selected you as my husband. Similarly, Kulshekara Alvar also telling here that Dara Vara, your wife is the beautiful daughter of the ocean. And who is your son? Virinchi. Virinchi, Brahma is your son. And who are the ones who are singing your glories? The Suras, the Devatas. And who are the servants? And the same Devatas are the servants in your home. Bhritya Varga. Bhritya means servant. The Devatas are singing your glories and they are the servants in your home. Muktir Maya Jagadavikalam Tavaki Devaki. You are the son of Devaki. Mata Mitram Bhalaripu Sutas. And you are a friend of Arjuna. So for all these reasons, I know no one other than you. I have no interest in anyone but you. Tatvadanyam najane. So like this, Gajendra also, did samādhāya mano hṛdi. This ananya bhavana. He developed this ananya bhavana. And jajāpya paramam jāpyaṁ. Jajāpa is a past tense in Sanskrit. Japa is to chant. Jajāpa means he has chanted. When did he chant? He chanted in his previous lifetime. What did he chant in his previous lifetime? Paramam jāpyaṁ. Jāpyaṁ, don't read it like a Telugu jāpyaṁ, okay? Telugu jāpyaṁ will be like delay. Late, delay, that is called jāpyaṁ in Telugu. But this here, jāpyaṁ means japa, chanting. Any stotram or recitation of Krishna's names or Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, it can be anything. Paramam jāpyaṁ means the japa of Supreme. Paramam is Supreme. The japa of the Supreme. Jajāpa. He chanted. When did he chant? Prāg-janmany. Prāg-janmany means in his past life. So, Gajendra, first he has come to this vyavasayatmika buddhi, and then he concentrated on Bhagavan. In his mind, he concentrated on Bhagavan, and he was not thinking anyone other than Bhagavan. And he started recollecting the japa that he chanted in his previous lifetime. There is this one important word anuśikṣitam. Shiksha means training, discipline, training, teaching. Anuśikṣitam means he was trained again and again. In the previous lifetime, he was trained again and again by reciting this paramaṁ jāpyaṁ. In the previous life, as Indradyumna Maharaj, he recited this Gajendra Stuti again and again. And that's how his mind was trained to remember that. So whatever we do repeatedly over and over, again and again, we will remember that. We will memorize that, we will remember that. So anuśikṣitam. If you look at the word for word meaning here, so we will end in 1 or 2 minutes now. Anuśikṣitam, practiced. He practiced again and again. The word anu means repeatedly. Shikshitam means practice. Anuśikṣitam means practicing repeatedly. Jajāpa, he chanted. Paramaṁ, supreme. Jāpyaṁ, a mantra which he had learned from great devotees. Prāg-janmany, in his previous birth. Thereafter, the king of the elephants, Gajendra, fixed his mind in his heart with perfect intelligence and chanted a mantra which he had learned in his previous birth as Indradyumna, and which he remembered by the grace of Kṛṣṇa. So we should all do this practice of repeating these shlokas over and over again. Then you will memorize and it will act as a meditation for us. And in the next life, it will be useful. If we don't achieve perfection in this lifetime, so in the next life, it will be definitely useful for us to continue our bhakti journey, or when there is a difficulty, we will be able to remember shlokas from this lifetime. Okay?
Prabhuji, in Goloka also, like devotees chant.
Yes.
Prabhuji.
Yeah. In Goloka also, devotees chant. That's why, yeah, you asked a very, very important thing. So, there's no difference in what we are doing now as a sadhaka, and there's no difference in what we are going to do when we go to Goloka. The same stotrams that we are reciting here, the same Hare Krishna Mahamantra that we are chanting here, we will be chanting there also. The same Vishnu Sahasranama Stotra that we are chanting here, we will recite the same thing when we go to Vaikunta. The same Ramaraksha Stotra we will chant in Ayodhya. Narsimha Karavalamba Stotra we will chant in Narsimha Loka.
This is very encouraging, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So that's why we must learn to enjoy the process. We must learn to enjoy the process of this practicing this bhakti. That means whatever Krishna Katha that we are discussing every day, so find immense happiness in this. We are already doing that. We are already finding, I know everybody is finding happiness in this. So keep up this enthusiasm, keep up this inspiration, keep up, relish this taste. Now, whoever is attending this call for last few months, you all got good taste on Krishna Katha. So relish this taste and continue this journey for the rest of your life. See now I am there to discuss Krishna Katha with everyone, but even after few years, for whatever practical reasons, if I am not able to continue this Kṛṣṇa Katha, then you should find some other method, some other association where you can continue hearing Kṛṣṇa Katha, discuss Kṛṣṇa Katha. So enjoy this process, because whatever you are going to do there in the destination is not different from this. So consider that you are already in Goloka and enjoy this process. That is the way how you can do your best in reading Bhagavatam, discussing Bhagavatam, hearing Kṛṣṇa Katha. So, okay. So I'll say one last thing and we'll end with that. When Lord Ramachandra asked Hanuman, I think it was Hanuman only. No, I think Ramadasu. When Ramachandra asked Ramadasu, who is a great devotee of Ramachandra, that I'm very pleased with your bhakti. Now you come to Ayodhya Loka. You don't have to work hard like this, the way you are working hard here, building temples, all these things. So you can just relax. Come to me. Come with me to Ayodhya Loka, spiritual world. Then Ramadas asks a question. Oh my Lord, how will the Ayodhya Loka look like? What are the activities there? What can I do there? Will I be able to continue this Harinama Sankirtana? Will I be able to do your Archana? Will I be able to do Shravanam, Kirtanam, all these things? Then Ramachandra tells to Ramadas that there is no need of doing all this. You have done all this, enough of it. That's why I am pleased. That's why I gave my darshan to you. Now when you come to Ayodhya, you don't have to do any of these things. Then Ramadas says, no, I don't want to come to such loka where I cannot do Shravanam, where I cannot do Kirtanam, where I cannot chant your glories, where I cannot chant your name. I don't want to come there. Then Ramachandra was even more pleased. After he heard this from Ramadas, he was more pleased. And then Ramadasu attained Ayodhya Loka. So so Ramachandra was testing. He was testing Ramadas' mood. When Ramachandra said that you don't have to do Shravanam Kirtanam when you come to Ayodhya Loka, that was not Ramachandra's intention, but he was just testing Ramadas.
Yeah, Prabhuji. So after few months itself, we are so addicted. So for this, for his level, definitely he can't be without chanting. Or
Yeah.
Even in the Mukundamala Stotra also, Kulashekar Alvar said, no? Kumbi Pakam Guru.
yeah,
Even I don't want that Narakaloka or
whatever be. Yeah, I don't want to avoid Naraka. I don't want to have Swarga. Yeah,
Yeah. Not that
correct.
he doesn't want Narakaloka. He says,
even
Irrespective of anything, I want to chant.
remember you.
Remember.
Yeah. Haricharana Smaranamrutena Tulyam. There is nothing that is equivalent to Harinama Smarana. So, good. Okay. Anything else? So tomorrow is the day we're going to start the first shloka of Gajendra Stuti. Okay? Yes. And then after that, Thursday, I will not be there, but Lavanya is going to teach something. I'm going to talk to her tomorrow. What is she planning? I have asked her a couple of things. Ramayana is one thing, and then Gajendra Stuti, not these shlokas. The shlokas I will continue after 1 week when I am back from Vrindavan to my hometown. That is when I'll continue these shlokas. But meanwhile, she can tell Gajendra Moksha Leela, the story, or any philosophical.
Prabhuji, can she talk about alvars, Prabhuji? There are 12 alvars, right?
Yeah, she can do that also. Yeah, I'll talk to her tomorrow.
Prabhuji. Because 7 days means, like, I think she can tell about all the 12 alvars. We know Kurasekar alvar story,
Yeah,
and then Goda Devi, but other alvars she can, if it works for her.
yeah. Sure. Okay. So with that, we'll end the call here. Mangalam Kosalendraya Mahaniya Gunatmane Chakravarti Tanojaya Sarvabhaumaya Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai. Gajendra Stuti ki jai. Narayana Akhila Guru
Akila
Bhagavan.
Guru Bhagavan Namaste.
Okay. Thank you everyone for joining. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
See you tomorrow.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.